The Nightmare Industries.
Mm-hmm.
Who came up with the name?
It came from when we were playing black metal. Everybody wanted to. Everybody used stage names as as a part of the image in black metal, and my first part that I came up with was, funny enough, Night. We talked about it, but yeah, and that kind of fit with me, and I felt comfortable with that. And then just after like 6 months or so, I extended it to Nightmare because I felt more comfortable with that. And then when we switched from death metal, black metal to more industrial music, it became Nightmare Industries. So it's a process. The name has grown during the years.
Is it for you? I can imagine that. The first few weeks or months that you have a stage name that you don't react to it. But now, even do you? If people call you Emil, do you turn your head the same time as it called Nightmare?
Yeah.
So for you, it's not two names you have.
Yeah, it's the same,
What?
I don't even think about it. Someone says Nightmare, they say Emil.
Okay.
It's the same. So.
And what do your parents think of your Nightmare name?
They like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, even as a kid, you were a nightmare to us.
Yeah, of course.
That's good. Then, two questions still. Yeah, you are getting, if I read and I go to your music, you get compared a lot to Manson and Rammstein.
Mm-hmm.
I know you don't like to talk about it, but...
Yeah, it's no problem.
No, but what is... do you know why people do it? Or do you think it's totally crap that people compare you to Manson and Rammstein?
I think it's pretty obvious why people...
Which is why? Why Manson, for example?
Marilyn Manson is because we have the makeup. Rammstein because we have the heavy guitar sound. That pretty much sums it up. And then what you don't have many bands in that genre that people can compare to. And when you're, for example, writing for a magazine, or if you like, I guess it's just the easiest way to kind of describe what's closest in our range, even though we don't feel like we sound like any of those bands. It's just like something that's easy for people. People always need to describe something. I mean, you read on any new band, they always write, it sounds like a mix between this and this and that. All bands go through that, I guess.
But I don't think it hurts you.
No,
if people say this, then they can tell if they like it maybe or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Before they heard it. Well, then last question. Well, you were saying, the album is influenced a lot by your brother dying.
That song.
Yeah, okay. But I also, feel you were saying it's been hard. It has been hard.
Of course.
Aren't you afraid that maybe when you release the album and with such personal songs on it, that people would want to know what happened to your brother and what it's doing to you? Aren't you a bit afraid?
I'm not afraid, because when I lost my brother, it was all on the headlines in all over Sweden, and everybody, since he was a musician, that it was all in the press as well.
For people who don't know, what happened to him?
He committed suicide.
And were you aware that he had really had problems, or? No. So he was introverted like you.
We had no clue what was going on there.
Okay. Okay. Well, then my really last question. No album title yet?
No album title so far.
And
nothing confirmed, because we have almost released the album title once. Okay. And then we changed our minds, and then we go with some other ideas, and then we go back, and then it's always like this before the album.
Is it always the last thing you decide on?
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, because sometimes people have, let's say, have a working title, or they even have the album title beforehand.
Yeah.
Not with you.
No, it's all like working titles and stuff, but it's not whatever we have worked on. It's not going to be that. So there's no point in saying anything because that won't be the title of the album. So
It's always nice to know.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, nothing.
No problem. Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.